When Best Boy Mitosuji tells you you're not gross, that is when you know that person is a badass. Mitosuji actually acknowledged someone and told them they were not gross in this episode. You could tell that I'm actually quite shocked about this because through the journey of Yowamushi Pedal, out of countless characters that have been absolutely boss and badass, Mitosuji has never, ever stated that certain characters were not gross. This is the first time. And for him to say something like that, it just says a lot about Monami. It really does. And so I expect many great things from Monami in the future episodes, because for Mitosuji to acknowledge him and his strength and, you know, his determination and his purity to win the Interheim, that is when we know we have an epic character on our hands. Now, Mitosuji in this episode, once again, when it comes to Mitosuji, I'm just sitting there smiling and laughing my ass off. Like, when you see Mitosuji talking to Monami in this episode, he's like, oh, you're a little bit of a monster, aren't you? Like, you see he tilts his head, and you see, like, one of his eye sockets are kind of blackened, or, like, it's not there. And then you see, like, oh, you're a monster, aren't you? And when he starts laughing to himself because he realizes Monami doesn't even care about his ace, he's just trying to win the race and win the Interhigh. That's pretty much what Monami was trying to do. And so to see how Mitosuji keyed in on this and the way he acted to that was just so priceless. Like, Mitosuji was watching this monster. Like, Mitosuji actually thought he was a monster. When Mitosuji thinks something like that, that's fucking scary. Because, dude, Mitosuji is the closest thing I've seen to this series when it comes to a monster, but also a human. And to see how he acts like a monster sometimes, I mean, he acknowledges someone else and they might be a monster too. Hot damn. Just hot damn. So, was I the only one, like, internally fangasming when I saw Mitosuji just pop up and all that? You hear that creepy-ass music, a soundtrack playing in the background. He starts riding up behind everybody. You see Maki freaking out. And then you just hear him laugh. He's like, oh, Weak Izumi is here. And I'm like, oh, yo. Just to see that shit, man. It was priceless. Like, Mitosuji, when he pops up, the overall atmosphere and tone shifts. Like, it just fucking shatters. Like what Maki said, whenever Mitosuji pops up, he always appears at the worst possible time. And that's pretty much what he did. He appeared at the worst possible time for everybody. He has this creepy-ass music playing in the background. He's all excited and all that, about to go for the win. It's a really high action-packed episode that had me fucking pumped. Like, oh. Like, dude, I am so pumped for next week's episode. Like, just to see what is going to happen. Like, Mitosuji in this episode, okay? He truly is having fun, but at the exact same time, he realizes the determination of Monami in this episode. And to see that, it just has me so pumped. Because Imaizumi and Fukutomi, I'm sorry, you're awesome characters. You're racing in the front. But if Mitosuji, Onoda, once he finally catches up, and Monami actually finally start going head-to-head and really showing all their techniques, that is when the aces are probably going to get curb-stomped by them. Because, let's be real here, Monami, he hasn't revealed his trump card. As he reveals at the end of this episode, he has something else he can do, which is, oh shit. We know Mitosuji's not going full out. He hasn't leaned himself completely over his back, almost touching the ground with his chin. He hasn't done that yet, so we know he's not going full force. And then Onoda, we know with his cadence and stuff like that, yeah, he's going to catch up and give them a run for their money. So, I cannot wait to see the upcoming race. Like, it's going to be fucking intense. Like I said, I still hope Mitosuji wins. I'm sorry, I'm a Mitosuji fanboy, and I really believe with his determination, the way he acts, and his goals and stuff like that, he honestly should win this Interhigh. He should. But I know some will disagree, but I personally believe he should win. So, the episode of Yowamushi Pedal. Amazing. Start to finish, always good when it comes to this series. I never really am disappointed when it comes to Yowamushi Pedal. Animation's usually always on point. Music is always fucking great, especially when Mitosuji comes into the picture. And then you have all this little development going on with the side characters like Monami and then Mitosuji. It was just a great episode. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How'd you feel about this week's episode of Yowamushi Pedal? Are you hyped up for next week? Let me know in the comments below. Please be safe. Chibi out.